Hey guys, so this week we're going to look at how to make patterns using the offset filter in Photoshop. So you'll be making 3 different patterns, one with one you've hand drawn on paper and taken a photo of or scanned in, one with a photo you've taken from the top down of a natural pattern such as grass or flowers, and another that you create in Photoshop. So here I have some ghosts that I drew on paper with a marker. So I'm going to go to Filter, and then go to Other, and then to Offset. And here it brings up the Offset selection menu like it did in the Lynda tutorial. So you can see that the dots stop where it repeats. So using the Clone Stamp tool, I'm going to go in and I'm going to Source, holding down Option, and then I'm going to fill in all the places where the white is showing. So after doing that, I'm going to apply the offset filter again so I can see the vertical seam, and I'm going to use the Clone Stamp tool again to fill in those gaps. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go to Edit, Define Pattern. I'm going to name my pattern Ghosts. So in a new document, a square document that I already have up that you can already see is filled with my photo pattern, I'm going to click on that little half cookie icon in the bottom under my layers and click Fill Pattern. Your pattern library will come up with any patterns you have defined, and I'm going to play around with the scaling of my pattern until it's where I want it to be. So now I'm going to go through and do the exact same process with this stripe pattern that I made using a brush in Photoshop. This one's a little easier because all I have to worry about is that horizontal seam. And so I'm going to define it as a pattern, and going back to that other canvas I have open, you can see all my stripes are now seamless and I can scale them up or down as much as I want. So my recording for the natural pattern I made got corrupted, but I'm going to show you. I essentially did the exact same process, and I used the clone stamp tool to make the foliage and flowers seem as seamless as possible. So now I'm going to go through and save each layer of my pattern as a JPEG. This is what you'll be turning in. But before I do this, I also save all my patterns. So now I have my 3 pattern squares, and that is it for this video. If you need any help or have any questions, feel free to email me. And remember, office hours are on Thursday from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7.